Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewer. Welcome to a new episode of our weekly program, Sport Zone. As usual, we're going to tackle different issue tonight, talking about the academy and to what extent we think the academies is very important in our sport arena and advancing or developing the sport environment in Saudi Arabia. And for that, we are so happy to have two of the prominent co-founder of MESA Academy. We have here with us Bilal Muhammad and Jemel Buck to talk more about the academy, to talk more about how important the academy is in Saudi Arabia. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us and accepting our invitation in this program.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to start with you, Bilal, talking about MESA in particular. First, we would like you to shed some light on how did you come up with this, sport academy, and how did you actually go and come up with this academy in concerning on terms of sport and needs for the community for such academy like this?
Well, pretty much it all started when I was a kid, growing up in the inner city, playing sports. And as we always say, if we didn't have sports to play, we would be doing something bad or destructive.
Right.
So growing up in a society like America, there's so many sports opportunities for youth to participate in. So as I got older, I used sports as my outlet to escape from my environment. And from playing high school sports and playing college sports, after I stopped playing, I started to coach basketball teams in the States. I started to coach youth and on a national level and train and develop kids, and it was a rewarding experience for me to do that. And once I came to Saudi Arabia, looking at the scene in Saudi Arabia for the youth, I was pretty disappointed that there was not a lot of activities for the youth to do. And I know how much it meant for me and for the kids that I used to train. So I started to coach the sport that I know, which is basketball. I started to coach at one of the Filipino schools here, which I didn't know Filipinos even played basketball before. But the name of the school was called Riyadh International School, and we ended up winning 2 championships at this school, back to back. So this was one of the first steps in establishing the sports company here. From there, me and Jemel, we knew each other back in the States. He's a sporting guy himself, which he would tell you about. We decided to develop a company, not just a basketball company, but a sports company for all of Saudi Arabia and the Middle East.
So, Jamal, as Bilal mentioned that you came up with this idea, have you been through any kind of studies, statistics, surveys, seeing how much those guys actually in big need of such academy like this?
I don't think we went through a formal type of feasibility study. I think the past year, we've been operating for the past year here, has been our feasibility study and our case study. We, looking around and seeing the need and being active and just seeing some of the challenges for the youth today, and the fact that once they leave school they don't have much to do. There's major health issues. They're major. They don't apply themselves inside of sports outside of football. And nor are they introduced to other sports outside of football. So we saw the need as being also, as Bilal said, being basketball guys. We see basketball as also one of the next biggest sports that the kids will be more attracted to. So we launched our academy with that and also expanded into other sports. So this last year has really been our feasibility study, and there's been a lot of success, a lot of excitement around the brand that we're bringing to the kids, and a lot of it has to do with our personalities and our enjoyment of the sports and dealing with the kids.
Of course, dealing with the grassroots is actually not an easy task, and you need a lot of talent to actually try to conduct whatever you want to apply in that program. So how did you see the response of the people who's joining you so far?
You pretty much said we need talent, we need patience. In building a business like this, we need to have a lot of patience because, like Jamal was saying, the understanding of other sports really is not there, or the appreciation. So we have to actually develop the love of sports in general, and also football in terms of training to be excellent athletes, also teaching them the concept of what it means to play other sports and how the rest of the world, they don't focus on one thing, they focus on many things, and they perform at a higher level as a society. So this also relates into how societies are built with the sports as a foundation. If you look back at history, ancient Rome, they had the Olympics, in Greece and places like this. So the society and sports have always been correlated to developing a strong, stable society.
Well, we're going to talk more about this issue, but after we go and see this report.
we saw a need in the country for an outlet for the youth, particularly. They are a target, basically. You know, there's a lot of wasted time going on right now, whether it's driving around the streets, wasting fuel, BlackBerry messaging, you know, things like that. And they don't really have any healthy outlets, positive outlets, and sports is definitely one of the big things out there for them to be involved in. The beautiful thing about sports is that it touches their lives on many aspects. There's discipline, there's teamwork, there's critical thinking, there's the health side of things. It keeps them active and healthy. So through MESA, we're offering several programs. We have clinics, camps, tournaments, leagues, and for all sports, basketball, football, volleyball, and even alternative sports such as dodgeball, American flag football, swimming, table tennis, you name it. We're doing it all. And thankfully, the Kingdom Schools has agreed to go into this project as a partner with us by offering us their beautiful sports facility, as you can see over here, for us to offer these programs through it. As I said, it's from all age groups, all the way from 7 years old, all the way up to the adults. We're even getting the fathers to be involved, you know, different sports programs and such. But that's basically a little brief about MESA. And there's, of course, more information that they can get from the website, onemesa.com. That's the number 1, MESA.com.
My name is Noah.
And what's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
Did you learn here?
Yeah.
And what else do you play?
And tennis, table. And tennis and squash. And football. All of that.
Like about a year before, it was in a Filipino school, only basketball. Now it has swimming, soccer, American football, squash, and a lot of other stuff like basketball, etc.
I just think that first of all, they have a very unique staff, guys that are willing to put in the time and work and effort to develop these younger kids, and I think that's something that Saudi Arabian basketball really needs.
Okay, how you see the kids here in this academy?
Actually, I was very impressed yesterday. I had a chance to come by and kind of check them out. I didn't see any of the 3-on-3 today, but from what I seen yesterday, guys were really willing to learn and listen to the coaches and understand what it takes to be a better player, and that's what it's about, developing players. Well, the level of matches, I think it will increase as the years go by, but right now I just think it's about getting everybody to compete and really understand what it takes to be great players, and I think these guys are doing an excellent job at doing it.
How you see the future of this academy and the kids inside this academy?
I think this is a wonderful opportunity for a lot of young kids to get great basketball skill development and just interact with their peers and be able to play basketball on a daily basis, and I think that's what it takes to be good. And I just think that these guys have put together an academy that really is is leaning towards that direction.